Okay, so it's time for some SBQ. Sec Force, this is for you. This is for SBQ2, that is for Korea. I'm going to take you through the pictorial sources. Some of you might have some difficulty. I am not going to give you the answer, but I am going to point out some things which you might think, or rather things which will help you with your answer. Okay, so we know that the source is about the Korean War. Let's have a look at source A. It is a map from an American magazine, so straight away you should look at American magazine, right? So who's going to read it? Of course, a clue is the language it is in. November 1950, please remember you need to have a look, at what point is this in the war? Who is the aggressor at this point? All right. So if we look at the map, um, straight away we must think about it. Maps are like statistics, right? They tell us about how things are being seen. Okay, and we notice that it is of Southeast Asia, and we know it's of the Korean War, right? So I must look at Korea lah. Okay, so this tells me what is going on in Korea. Okay, then something which I don't want to be distracted by all the text first. Okay, I can understand this without even looking at the text. Okay, I understand what this area is looking at, and I see that some of the countries are dotted USSR, China, Manchuria. So what can I conclude is that these shaded regions, shaded nations, what does that suggest? They are probably communist because I know this from USSR and China. Okay, they're both communist. Okay. Um, so I have a look at the rest of it. Then I see there are these arrows. Okay, normally when we look at arrows, it's probably they represent something moving on a map. And in this case, what is this that is moving on the map? I see that it is coming out of the communist areas in one, two, three, four areas. And what is this thing? Now, those of you who know what's going on, that you know that this is called the, okay, pardon my drawing, this is the hammer and sickle, which is a symbol of what? Symbolizes communism lah. Okay, why? Because we know communism is the ideology that appeals to the poor people, right? So the sickle represents the farmers, whereas the hammer represents the workers. Okay, so what you need to know is that this is the internationally recognized symbol for communism. It is what is on the Soviet flag, or rather, it used to be on the Soviet flag. Okay, so we can guess what's going on. Communism seems to be spreading, right? Korea, we know communism went there. Now the rest of it, Tibet, India, Burma, Thailand. I'm looking at the bottom left corner of the map. We didn't study that, but we can guess at what is going on. Okay, so I start to read the rest of the map. Okay, it appears that there is this stretch of triangles here, and I don't really know what that is. Okay, so don't worry, I don't think about it first. Okay, so let's start reading. It says, I'm looking from the top. It says, China entry into the Korean War might only be a diversion, with French Indochina as a real goal for conquest. Red held. Red means what? Red held means Soviet held Korea. Sorry, communist held Korea. Okay. So it says Chinese invasion of Korea is matched by intensified campaign in Indo-China. Oh, Chinese invasion of Korea. That's an interesting way to think about things. Okay, and then it's also saying that China is trying to invade. Okay, so I say, okay, I have looked at this. Invasion of Tibet might be moved to solidify Red China's Indian body defense. Oh, so they are invading Tibet. What is going on? Who is invading Tibet? Okay, if Reds take over Burma, Thailand, and Malaysia, may perhaps go down under communism. So there is a theme, right? Communists held Indochina would also put raids on flanks of Philippines. Oh, this is interesting because I know Japan belongs to the USA. The Philippines is also under American influence. So clearly this is a map that illustrates where the communists are going. So the question is, what is the message? That is the message, but what is the purpose? Who is the audience? And what's going on? Okay, that should be enough to help you. Let's look at this very interesting source. Okay, it's a cartoon published in a Soviet newspaper, so that's interesting. In case you didn't know, this is actually in the Soviet language, Cyrillic, sorry, Russian. 1952, we know the fighting has been going on for more than a year, possibly even 2 years. Okay, it shows a bloody U.S. soldier in Korea, so I know this guy is American. Then I get stuck where I'm like, what is going on? Okay, so I look and I see what I start to figure out. Okay, there is a monkey and there is a soldier and there is fighting. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. There is a monkey pointing at the picture. What's this? This is an X and this is obviously a swastika. So what can I say that? Who is this guy? This guy is probably a Nazi, right? And I look more closely at the poster and it shows skulls. And what do skulls normally symbolize? Death, correct? So clearly the Nazi is somehow responsible for a lot of damage. I can guess that this probably refers to what, World War II and concentration camps and all the death and destruction that resulted, correct? So now, why is the monkey showing the American soldier a picture of this? What is the monkey trying to say? Or sure, you can call it a chimpanzee. Okay. Let me give you a clue. It is a poster, or it is a picture, or you could say it is a mirror. Okay. Don't need to focus so much on the monkey. What if it's just another person or another character showing the soldier this? Okay. If it is a mirror, then what does the mirror do? It shows you your reflection, right? Which and what does that what is the message that the cartoon is trying to say about the American soldier? Okay, how is that related to the Nazis? Okay, if you're really still stuck, you can ask me, you can text me. Okay, Secboss, you have my number, and or you can ask it in the Google Classroom. Okay, I hope this helps. See you when school reopens.